in Sri Lanka has soared to 290 after a wave of blasts hit churches and luxury hotels across the country on Sunday. Police said 24 people had been arrested, but it is not yet known who carried out the attacks. About 500 people are injured and at least 35 foreigners are among the dead. The Easter Sunday bombings were the deadliest violence Sri Lanka has witnessed since the end of the country's civil war in 2009. Late on Sunday, Sri Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said security services had been aware of information of possible attacks, but that the information had not been acted upon. A curfew was to be imposed from 2000 hours (14:30 GMT) until 4 o'clock on Tuesday, the government said. The first reports of explosions came at about 8:45 local time, with 6 blasts reported within a small space of time. 3 churches in Negombo, Batticaloa and Colombo's Kochikade district were targeted during Easter services. Blasts also rocked the Shangri-La, Kingsbury and Cinnamon Grand hotels in the country's capital. All the attacks were carried out by suicide bombers, officials said. Police then carried out raids on 2 addresses, and there were explosions at both. One was in Dahiwala, southern Colombo, and the other was near the Colombo district of Dimatagoda, in which 3 officers were killed. The Air Force said an improvised explosive device, a 6 feet long (1.8 meters) plastic pipe packed with explosives had been found and disposed of near the airport in the capital, Colombo. Police have not provided a breakdown of how many were killed and wounded at each location. The government has urged people not to speculate about who could be behind the attacks and restricted access to social media in the aftermath of the bombings. No information has been given on the identity of the 24 people arrested. However, the BBC's Azam Amin in Colombo says the bombers are thought to be part of a radical extremist Islamist group, according to authorities. Addressing reports that officials had had prior intelligence of forthcoming attacks, Mr. Wickremesinghe said, "We must look into why adequate precautions were not taken. Neither I nor the ministers were kept informed." A top Sri Lankan official later told the BBC that the government and intelligence services should not be blamed.